Yes, sir. All adults need their teddy bears. All men still need a little teddy bear to hold, to cuddle, a security blanket to have close. Some of you big men may be thinking, what are you talking about? I don't have a teddy bear anymore. I don't have a toy that I keep close. It's not what I do. I'm a grown-ass man. It's not what I need. The security of a teddy bear, not the physical thing, not an actual teddy bear, but the metaphor, the crux, right? The thing that helps soothe us. We all have it. Some of us have a shadow element of that. Others have a lighter element of that. Let me give you some examples. Let me ask you a question first. What are things in your life that you use to self-soothe when shit gets real? When life becomes difficult, how do you feel better about yourself? Do you go to pornography? Do you go to alcohol? Do you go to excessive eating? Do you go to television? Do you go to heroin? What do you go to? Do you go to overspending, shopping? Do you go to trying to feel better about yourself? So you may go out and try and get and have as much sex as you can. Do you visit massage parlors, prostitutes? What do you do as a person to feel better about yourself? Or do you sit in your stuff? Do you maybe go see a therapist? Do you see a coach? Do you read a book? Do you go for a walk in nature? What are your soothing mechanisms for feeling better, for feeling more grounded, more embodied, lighter, being in a more desirable state? Are your coping strategies and your soothing techniques, are they sustainable and healthy? Or are you in massive avoidance because the pain you're avoiding is so big, or it feels so big, that the pleasure that you need to put back into your body needs to be equally as big? We all have that metaphorical teddy bear. Every single one of us. That metaphorical teddy bear is something that helps us feel safe when we feel unsafe, when we feel disorientated, scattered in our minds, when we don't believe in ourselves, when we lack confidence, when we are having an argument with our partner and we think that they are going to leave us, when we are codependent and we turn into people pleasers. We all have and need a security blanket. Some may use violence and aggression as a security blanket. Narcissistic characteristics, hyper-selfishness, projection, sarcasm, passive-aggressiveness, anger, shouting, dominance. That can be your teddy bear. Climbing the corporate ladder, making more money, telling the world how fucking amazing you are. That can be your teddy bear. That may be your self-soothing technique. That and more. What's yours? What's your teddy bear? Now, here's the thing. If we don't own it, and we don't embrace it, we don't bring it into our bodies and our being, then we can't do anything with it. We can't shift or change or transmute, transform behavior or ideological thinking or feeling or being in the world if we don't make it tangible and we don't own it. We all have soothing strategies. We all have coping strategies, techniques for feeling better. That's our metaphorical teddy bear. That's our security blanket. That's our pacifier that makes us feel safer in our bodies. What do you do to feel safer in your body? Do you jump into the ocean? Do you get up into the mountains and be at one with nature and in the forest? Do you journal? Do you express healthily to another and share your load? What do you do? How are you with yourself? What's your self-talk like? Is it negative and harsh? Is it kinder and more compassionate? Are you in service to other people? What's your security blanket? Most people as adults don't want to think that they need a security blanket or a teddy bear like when they were younger, when they were 5 years old or 4 years old or 7 years old. Well, they're done with that now. They're beyond that. Here's a tip. Most adults, in fact, every single one of us, are adults walking around with little boys and girls inside of us. Sometimes really hurting, sometimes not. But there's a younger element of self that resides inside of us that still informs everything we do in the world. How we see the world, how we scan our environment for what's safe and what's not. Psychological coping strategies that we learned at a very young age during our developmental and formative years informs who we are as adults. That doesn't often go away. What's your security blanket? What's your teddy bear?